on doors, hustling. Can you please see me? One of the important things that happened to me was I met a woman named Angela Taylor, who was the head of Visage Models at the time, and then became the head of hair and makeup for L'Oreal Fashion Week. And I went to her and she said, "Oh, that's nice, dear. Here's your portfolio. Come back in a year." And I didn't see it as a rejection. I saw it as, "Oh, she told me to come back." So that kind of ambition and determination was definitely in me. And yeah, years later, after I'd been to Europe and worked as a hair and makeup artist and came back, I was still a little bit lost. And I thought, shall I go to Australia? Because Fashion Week was my modus operandi and my goal. And Rachel Churchwood, a stylist, said, "Don't go to Australia, we're going to have a Fashion Week here." And so I stuck around and I stalked Angela Taylor, and I was the youngest and the first Māori on that hair and makeup team makeup team for Fashion Week.
Can you just say that sentence again?
Yeah. So I was the youngest and the only Māori on the first New Zealand L'Oreal Fashion Week team.
Awesome. And what's your favourite part about it? What do you love about it? Because you obviously do, because you're still doing it and you've been in it for a long time.
Yeah.
What do you love about it?
Initially, what I loved about it was the fashion and the photography. And then I got tapped on the shoulder and became the head of hair and makeup and wardrobe at Whakawhiti Māori. And I was there for 8 years. And then it has evolved. After that, I had my own TV show, Head Start, with them. And then after 20 years, I went into burnout. And so I needed time out, which I took. And then I got back into it again, freelancing. And again, I was working with youth at risk at that stage. And so when we look at suicide prevention in New Zealand, that became very important to me, and making models look beautiful for marketing and advertising went by the wayside. So I really got into social services. I did the Manaaki Tangata Bicultural Social Services course with Te Wānanga-Aotearoa, which I found out Hariata Pohatu and Teina Pohatu, who are my uncle and auntie, they actually wrote, and I didn't realise. And that segued into being told, "You are going to go and do your masters." And at the time, I thought I was going into a social services youth development space, and it wasn't. They pushed me back 20 years, because while I was working at Māori TV, we were working in unsafe practices. We had no kaupapa Māori tikanga and colour. So I wrote the kaupapa Māori tikanga and colour for Māori and Indigenous hair and makeup artists, which closes a global gap.